Hi dear Taurus, welcome back. This is Jay from High Vibes Tarot, and this is your December 2023 Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus Love reading for the sign of Taurus. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Thank you for being here and welcome back. The continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you, and you can also scroll down at the end of the page. You will see this deck facing down, and you can make your own three card spread there. Just set an intention or ask the cards a question before you shuffle, so you wouldn't find yourself reshuffling it all over again, so you can get the answer that you want to hear. You should get the answer that you need to hear, so you can just check back tomorrow for a new set of reading. Okay, it seems like this is the same energy that you received last month. You are trying to figure out what to do with your contemplating about your finances, contemplating about the best path forward, contemplating about options. Could be diversification, could be um, you may have had an issue with your person, with your partner about finances in the most recent past, and now you everything there seems to be a breather right now. It has been quite resolved quite recently, and now you you have recuperated from some financial loss in the recent past, and now you have saved the some. You are contemplating whether you would reinvest it. You're contemplating what will you do with this extra. You have an extra right now, and just similar to last month. Perhaps you're thinking whether you will diversify it, whether you would invest it into a new business, to get more. Um, Put your eggs into another basket, and yeah, there's a contemplative vibe from you, and it seems like you have come towards the end of your decision making phase, and you know that whatever you would decide on right now would spell the future for your resources. Whatever, it's a um, life altering decision. It's a make or break moment. There seems to be an equal, if not power relations, an equal um, resources, an equal um, take on managing resources, if not an equal approach to managing your shared resources with your person. And it seems like you are presented with a lot of options, and you can't bring yourself on the same page with your person as far as finances are concerned. This is a major issue between you and your person right now. I'm connecting with a Taurus born individual who has issues with financial management. It's either the person you're dealing with, or the person your partner is appropriate funds, conjugal funds, or it's either you. You may have poor financial planning, and your partner seems to be calling you out on that. With the Empress right here sitting on the middle of your reading, it seems like you may have stretched yourself way too thin. You may have given way too much for your person, or you may have said yes to their requests, and it may have something to do with money as well. Um, you're coming from that mature space of seeing all sides. You're trying to understand and seeing all sides of the equation, seeing where they're coming from, trying to channel empathy as far as their poor decision making is concerned. And there's an incessant argument about this. For some of you, I strongly feel that you want to call it quits already. You have had enough, and you are quitting. I quit. I want to start anew. I want to start fresh. I want to give myself the chance or the permission to enjoy what I've worked hard for. And why do I see breakup coming right here? Incessant arguments, and this has been a long-standing issue. Your partner being, I don't know, a gambler, your partner being who is misappropriating funds. Um, yeah, it just exhausts you. You have a lot of broken unions, signs of broken union here. One person in this connection seemed to be in denial about their role in the failure of this marriage or the failure of this connection. And it seems like you don't want to even bother over analyzing what went wrong because your intuition just knows what has happened in the past. It has been a long-standing issue, and you have come to the end of the road. You are ready to back about look back how you have triumphed every time this issue comes up in this relationship. You are now presented with a lot of options, and so you are very much evaluating your life right now, evaluating your choices, evaluating your options. But the most make or break decision that you are about to face is to lay the burden down, walking away. There seems to be a confusion or overwhelming feeling about. What has happened in the recent past, and now that the year has come to a close, you know that you're leaning towards making a decision that would be for the highest good of all, or for the highest good of yourself. But at the same time, you are also leaning, there's a push and pull energy. I mean, you're having a hard time to make a decision. You know that moment when wherein your partner is struggling with, let's say, addiction, and you are confused whether you would stay or you would go. You want to stay because you're the only person that they want to trust, or the only person who could help them with their ordeal. But at the same time, you don't want to stretch yourself way too thin any longer, and you are already exhausted. You have given way too much. You have given them far more chances, and that right now, it's just it sucks that they are not changing at all. I mean, you know that you can't change them. You are fully aware that they're not changing anymore, but you want to think positive and believe and hope that there are some changes that's coming along the way. But I don't see any change here. What I'm seeing here is, Taurus, you are waiting for your ships to come. You are trying to find peace with the reality of the situation. Instead of you walking away, you'd rather wait for that moment that changes will have to be made. Unfortunately, and maybe I could be wrong, but unfortunately, that may not happen anytime soon because you can't change a person. What I'm seeing at the end of your reading right here is the lovers in reverse. There could be broken union. Something has to give. Something has to give, dear Taurus, and it could be you. You are laying the burden down. There is, from these two cards here, you're staying for the wrong reasons. You would choose to stay, but maybe after a month, or I don't know the timeline, you would choose to lay the burden down, and then you will call it quits. I don't want to be that predictive. I don't want to predict things for you, but there are energies right here that there's an unequal, there's an imbalance in terms of power relations. One person knows how to handle money or knows how to deal with an ordeal. They come from a mature space, and it could be you. The other person is so immature when it comes to financial management, and there's a mismatch in that. And maybe you are the one who's older than your person, and you seem to keep on forgiving them every time they make a mistake. They made a bobo, and look at that. The Empress is reversed right here. You are just giving way too much, stretching yourself way too thin to a point that you are being, they are exhausting, they're I keep on hearing parasite. It's not a symbiotic relationship. It's unequal. They're turning out to be a parasite, and you keep on convincing yourself that they would eventually change, or you keep on convincing yourself that, oh, maybe somewhere down the road, they would realize that they have done something wrong. Uh, And what's funny is that if you give advice to your friends, you are telling them to get out of a relationship if it's no longer working for them. So what's happening, dear Taurus? Be careful, dear Taurus, that you have this dreams or fantasies about what could be. It could be expectations, assumptions, and this is not well communicated with your person. With this, beside the Hierophant right here, you could be in denial about something. You know that you need to address this issue with your person, but you are in denial that there is a problem that needs to be solved, that there is something that you need to work on between you and your person. One of you may be in denial, and one of you may be, um, yeah, just in denial about some things that has to change. I mean, you you'd rather sacrifice your own happiness for the happiness of this person. You run the risk of doing that, so be mindful that you are at the end of your journey here. It's like it's December 2023. It's time to reassess what happened throughout the year. What have you been doing? What were the issues, the long-standing issues that you need to address? Where do I need to change, or do we need to change? I mean, if you have fully acknowledged you need to change, um, what's your partner's role in that? I mean, I'm not saying that you have to push them to discuss with you this self-reflection towards the end of the year, but uh, it would help because it seems like these incessant arguments are coming from the fact that you are already tired, you have already stretched yourself way too thin, and there's an unequal power relations when it comes to priorities, financial priorities, budget, or whatever. Sex could be, this is physical, something physical, not necessarily finances, but right at the core of your reading, this is Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, reassessment, contemplation. You're not sure whether you venture into something new, or you're not sure if whether you will just stay in your safe space, you will stay in your comfort zone, or you will take risks. You are not sure about that, but you're not Superwoman, dear Taurus. Okay, let us get what the universe wants you to know. Oracle message continuation is in the link in the description box below. You would be redirected to the blog wherein we could see one more oracle card, and you could also make your own 3 card spread there. Gossip. There are things that you need to consult with friends, but there are also things that you need to discuss with your partner. If this is an issue that you have to deal with your partner, you have to discuss it with your partner and not um, not tell your friends about this. You have to choose your confidence wisely. That is also the message of this card. And have an issue with your partner, you might want to engage in a heartfelt conversation with them. rather than talk to your friends about how do you deal with them. You might want to um, discuss with your partner rather than seek help. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't have to seek help from friends. What I'm saying is that this issue that you have in your relationship right now may be best discussed with your partner, him or herself, because their POV, there could be a reason why they are acting a certain way, and that is something that you need to understand from their POV, not from your friends' POV. I mean, they could give advice as long as they want, especially if it's addiction. They could advise all they want, but it always boils down to the uh, free will of the one who is truly involved. So I hope I made sense. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you for being here, dear Taurus, and I hope to see you next time. My name is A. See you soon. Bye.